The name of Malolos was presumably derived from the Tagalog word Balasos, meaning downwards. The name resulted from a misunderstanding among the first Spanish missionaries who reached the place. Searching for inhabited places along the Calumpit River, this priest came upon some natives of a riverside barrio, now Canalate. The town originated from a small settlement started by the Spanish missionaries. Later, after clearing forests and virgin lands, the settlement grew and the population increased. Malolos consists of 51 barangays now. There are a lot of tourist attractions that can be found in Malolos, Bulacan. Barasoain Church, Cathedral Church, Santa Isabel Church, Casa Real Shrine, and the ancestral houses. But for now, let's just focus on Barasoain Church and Casa Real Shrine.
Sinasabi na hindi mo raw maaaring isulat ang isang librong pangkasaysayan na hindi man lamang nababanggit yung bayan ng Malolos. Bakit kaya gayon ang sinabi ng mga ilang historiador? Siguro sa puntong ito, bigyan natin ng mas malalim na kahulugan o isa-isay uli natin yung alam na natin dun sa dalawang istruktura na makikita natin sa mismong bayan ng Malolos. At yung dalawa na ito ay yung Casa Real o Casa Real Shrine at yung Barasoain Church o simbahan ng Barasoain. Una, yung Casa Real Shrine o Casa Real of Malolos ay in-establish noong 1767 bilang isa sa mga kauna-unahang istrukturang panggobyerno sa Malolos. Ito raw ay nagsilbing Casa Tribunal o Municipal House of Tribunal, bulwagan ng hustisya or Hall of Justice, at naging municipal hall din sa mga ilang pangyayari o ilang pagkakataon. Ito rin daw ay nagsilbing lugar kung saan naroon yung tinatawag na mga governors of Malolos o mga gobernadorcillo mula noong 1868 hanggang 1892. Tapos din, naging prominente ang role nito sa panahon ng revolusyon noong 1898 hanggang 1899. Dahil dito, nagsilbi itong imprentahan. Dito nga raw sinasabi na nalimbag yung mga publikasyon gaya ng La Independencia at La Revolution. Ibig sabihin, ang Casa Real ay nagsilbing lugar kung saan lalo pang nag-alab hindi lamang ang makabayang isipan at damdamin ng mga Malolenyo, kundi nag-contribute din o nagbigay ng kontribusyon sa lalo pang ikatitindi ng pagpakikidigma laban sa mga Kastila ng buong bayang Pilipinas. Pangalawa naman ay yung simbahan ng Barasoain. Ang simbahan ng Barasoain, alam naman natin yan, na dito isinagawa yung sinatawag nating Malolos Congress. Kung saan, ito yung kauna-unahang republika sa Asia na may sariling konstitusyon. Yun yung importante sa simbahan ng Barasoain. Pero alam na natin yan, medyo alam na natin. So, bigay natin yung hindi masyadong nadidiscuss sa atin ng ating mga guro o kaya naman alam natin pero baka nakakalimutan natin o narinig natin ngunit hindi natin masyadong napalalim. Siguro, magandang i-share dun sa kasaysayan ng Barasoain na noon, ngayon kasi ang simbahan ng Barasoain ay isa lamang parokya. Pero noon, ito ay isang bayan. Isang bayan kasama ng tatlong bayan na magkakalapit. Yan yung bayan ng Malolos, bayan ng Barasoain, at bayan ng Santa Isabel. At kung mapapansin nyo rin, kung mapapansin din natin, ito yung mga matatandang parokya. Kung titingnan mo nga, sa Malolos, andyan yung Malolos Cathedral, sa Barasoain, andyan yung Barasoain Church, at pag gumawi ka ng bandang Santa Isabel, o ngayon ay Barangay Bagong Bayan, nandyan yung mga pinakamatatandang istrukturang pangrelihiyon. Yan yung simbolo, o yan yung patunay, na yan yung mga naunang bayan. Kasi nung panahon ng Kastila, kapag may bayan, may itatatag agad na parokya yan. At ganyan yung mga Agustino, tinatawag sila mga master builders. Sila yung mga nagtayo ng mga unang simbahan at ang mga unang bayan. At siguro, masasabi ko rin na ang Barasoain ay patunay na hindi naman pala ganun kalayo na pwede palang magtulungan ang bayan at ang simbahan. Pwede maging lunan ang simbahan ng isang political na kaganapan na isinasagawa pa rin ngayon. Nakikita natin yan sa mga pagdaraos ng ilang mga importanteng kaganapan gaya na lamang ng pagbubukas ng Kongreso ng Malolos tuwing September 15, pati na lalo yung June 12 o yung panahon kung saan inaalala natin yung ating araw ng kalayaan. Nangyayari lahat yan sa simbahan ng Barasoain o sa labas, sa patio, na patunay na hindi naman pala ganun kalayo o imposible na sa isang lugar pang relihiyon ay maaari pa rin isagawa ng tao o ng mga mamamayan ang kanilang mga politikal na gawain. At yan lang muna siguro at makikita natin sa Casa Real, sa Barasoain, na talaga namang mayaman sa kasaysayan ng ating bayang Malolos.
Casa Real Shrine is one of the most visited historical sites in Malolos City, Bulacan. It was built in 1580, became the town's Casa Tribunal Ayuntamiento and Casa Presidencia Municipal, and was the residence and office of the Governor during the Spanish time. Casa Real Shrine is also one of the Malolos' oldest structure. The building contains exhibits, printing press of the Malolos Republic, and a display of the 21 women of Malolos memorabilia. Also presented here are the photographs of the 100 Filipino women. Each of them has distinct characteristics in their field. Barasoain Church was founded by the Augustinian missionaries in 1859 and served as the session hall of Malolos Congress, the first congress in the Philippines, which was held on September 15, 1898 under the presidency of Pedro Pater. Three major events in the Philippine history happened in this church: the convening of the First Philippine Congress, September 15, 1898, the drafting of the Malolos Constitution, September 29, 1898 to January 21, 1899, and the inauguration of the First Philippine Republic, January 23, 1899. The term Barasoain was derived from a place in Spain to which the missionaries found a place in Malolos in striking similarity. When the Spanish-Filipino Revolution broke out, the revolutionaries coined the term Barasoain, meaning Dungeon of the Defiant. The establishment of Barasoain Church and Casa Real Shrine really helps many people, especially the young generation, to understand more what happened in the past. It also helps to promote the city of Malolos that has a lot of tourist spots to offer to people. As a student and citizen of city of Malolos, it is now our job to help promote the historical places and to take care of them so that the future generations will be able to see what we saw. Indeed, Malolos is a very rich city, not just in culture but also on its own. Manila, capital and chief city of the Philippines. The city is the center of the country's economic, political, social, and cultural activity. It is located on the island of Luzon and spreads along the eastern shore of Manila Bay at the mouth of the Pasig River. The city's name, originally Maynilad, is derived from the nilad plant, a flowering shrub adapted to marshy conditions which once grew profusely along the banks of the river. The name was shortened first to Maynila and then to its present form. Last August 2019, I and my friends went to Manila to visit the National Museums. I am so amazed how the museums are built and how they take care of the things inside. All three museums are within walking distance to each other, making them easily accessible to the public. The National Museums are located in Padre Purvis Avenue, Ermita, Manila. The National Museum, a trust of the government, is an educational, scientific, and cultural institution that acquires documents, preserves exhibits, and fosters scholarly study and public appreciation of works of arts, specimens, and cultural and historical artifacts representative of or unique to the cultural heritage of the Filipino people and the natural history of the Philippines. Completed in the 1940s, it was formerly called Agriculture and Commerce Building. Before it became the National Museum of Natural History, the building used to be the headquarters of the Department of Tourism until 2015. The exhibits are mostly taxidermied animals that are local to our country, preserving the seemingly lost treasures. The usual suspects such as the Philippine eagle and a real-life replica of Lolong, the largest saltwater crocodile in captivity, can be found here. The National Museum of Fine Arts is an art museum in Manila, Philippines, that houses a collection of paintings and sculptures by classical Filipino artists. Founded in 1998, it was formerly known as the National Art Gallery and is owned and operated by the National Museum of the Philippines. Its collection includes works by artists such as Juan Luna, Felix Resurrection Hidalgo, and Guillermo Tolentino. Formerly known as the National Museum of the Filipino People, the National Museum of Anthropology is a component of the National Museum of the Philippines that specializes in anthropology and archaeology. The museum contains things and artifacts related to archaeology, prehistoric societies, languages, customs, traditions, and culture of the Philippines. At the ground floor are the offices of the Museum Foundation of the Philippines, Archaeology Division, Ethnology Division, Maritime and Underwater Cultural Heritage Division, and the National Museum Library.